enough.
Ready to get eccentric?
Yep.
Being accompanied to the ring by the eccentric artist, R.C. Dupree. Hailing from St. Paul, Minnesota, weighing in tonight at 220 pounds, he is the best thing that happened to professional wrestling since professional wrestling happened, Jack Pollock.
Jack Pollock, R.C. Dupree, Team Storm, the Canadian sympathizers. Dupree with flag in tow, and Jack Pollock has been on a bit of a roll since going to his Lance Storm roots, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. But Pollock came up short in a four-way number one contenders matchup a couple of months ago and was so upset he issued an open challenge to anybody in the back. When somebody finally came out, Pollock just turned tail and ran.
We didn't mean anybody. Anybody is, just something you say. Didn't mean anybody. He meant anybody.
Clarify that for me further?
Yeah.
Well, Pollock will have no choice but to enter the battle here tonight against that same man he walked away from in the month of March.
Joe, I got a question. Did everybody pay for 2 tickets? Because with R.C. Dupree and Jack Pollock, we're getting tickets to the gun show as well.
Stop it.
See Dupree flexing. Yeah, he's French-Canadian.
Who cares? He's American.
No, he's French-Canadian.
You know where this guy's from? Cleveland born and bred.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, weighing in at 205 pounds from Cleveland, Ohio,
Alex Daniels, fighting on behalf of Cleveland, who Jack Pollock disparaged a couple of months ago, said Cleveland sucks. Daniels is very proud to be a Cleveland-based professional wrestler, and now he enters his first professional wrestling match in the Cleveland area in, I believe, 11 months.
Well, it wasn't disparaging Cleveland. It was letting them know that they're second place. Of course, everybody else is tied for first, but still, that's still an impressive second place.
And these are two very skilled athletes, but with stark differences stylistically. How do you break down what the other has to do to beat the other?
Well, Jack Pollock has a major advantage in this matchup, and that is that he's been tearing things up here in Premier. Alex Daniels really kind of taking a back seat to the world of professional wrestling, so you also have to take into account that not only is Jack Pollock fighting for all of Canada, from Calgary to Montreal to Vancouver and everywhere in between, but he also has the eccentric artist R.C. Dupree with him at ringside, and that certainly serves for motivation and an advantage as well, does it not?
It does, but I'll tell you what, how about the momentum Alex Daniels got coming on the scene? Impromptu, completely caught us all by surprise when he came out and stared Jack Pollock down. Daniels had been waiting for the right opportunity to strike, and he found a home here in Premier Championship Wrestling as a bit of patriotism for some of these fans, to be on collar and elbow. Daniels is a natural athlete. He is, in his younger years, in his teenage years, was frequently a participator in parkour, free running, and that helped with his body control and his agility. Cat-like reflexes by Daniels, who traps the shoulders early. Daniels is one of the smoothest athletes as far as delivery and execution you're going to find anywhere. And you talked about BC Steel, the fact that Daniels had maybe taken a back seat to Cleveland wrestling, but he's still been competing. He still holds a championship in Canada right now. So Alex Daniels, he does not have ring rust. I think he just needs to get reacquainted to his home base.
Oh, he definitely doesn't have the ring rust, but there's certainly something to be said with being able to check out the action here at Premier, and he hasn't really been checking out Jack Pollock maybe as closely as Jack Pollock went back and checked out Alex Daniels. And I will note that Team Storm is currently attempting to get that championship stripped from Alex Daniels. They have a lot of clout in Canadian regulations.
I see. Well, Daniels drops down the foot on the knee to lower the vertical base of Pollock. That gives Daniels the leverage to turn things around to his own advantage. Daniels sometimes referred to as the real-life Ben Affleck.
Wouldn't Ben Affleck be the real-life Ben Affleck?
You can take a look at Daniels. Pollock over the wrist. Oh, Daniels up and over.
I believe that's an illegal use of the ropes in American and Canadian rules.
And Daniels now up and over the Oklahoma roll for 2 count.
Cleveland, Canada, Oklahoma. Make up your mind.
Daniels has studied for some time under Johnny Gargano, and that certainly helps his pedigree, helps his ring awareness, and Daniels bring back some of that patriotism.
Well, Hacksaw Alex Daniels.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan has not been compared to Ben Affleck.
You know, that doesn't shock me at all. How about Matt Damon?
There's a tie-up. And Pollock able to leverage Daniels back. Pollock is deceptively tall. And he's got about 15 pounds on Daniels. Daniels turns things around, but hurts his own hand that time. So, I mean, we got great pedigrees here. Lance Storm, Johnny Gargano. Hard to give an advantage there because 2 guys who excel in that.
Well, no doubt about it. Both of them have pedigree. Both have the training and the tutelage of 2 of some of the greats. No doubt about it. But you got to give the edge when somebody's from our friends to the north. Our friends for now.
Well, your friends. I don't think Pollock and Dupree have endeared themselves to many people. As Daniels continues to feel the after effects of that strike.
Friendship, myself aside, it's more quality over quantity. And where would you rather be, Calgary or Cleveland?
Well, Cleveland's an easier commute for me, I would say. Stuck to the clothesline, Daniels with the knee. I've never been to Calgary. Drop kick. 2 count only.
I could put in a good word with Team Storm if you'd be interested. We could go up there.
And the people are starting to get behind Alex Daniels here. I think the people that didn't know Alex Daniels before this matchup are starting to realize exactly what he's all about.
Well, he's a heck of a competitor, and you mentioned body control, and I think that's something that maybe fans may not understand about being able to control your body, but he is one that can do it in motion as well.
Check that out. He puts himself in motion, catches Pollock, and all the head scissors sent Pollock into Dupree.
Well, I was going to say Pollock, a smart move of avoiding that post, but unfortunately Dupree in the wrong place at the wrong time, and Dupree may have cracked his orbital bone. I'm going to...
His orbital bone?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go need to check. He looks a little bit verklempt. Well, never mind, he's up. He's okay.
Come on. Yeah, how about Dupree come to the back? You can check on him that way. And Daniels now shrugs off Dupree, went springboard with a distraction. Allowed Pollock to adjust at a clothesline, takes Daniels down.
Come back here. He's needed out there.
Needed is a strong word. Pollock the cover. 2 count over. Dupree's just got like a unhealthy adulation of Jack Pollock. I think he's his hero. And then
who better to look up to than Jack Pollock? He's the best thing to happen to professional wrestling since professional wrestling happened. And I think the truth is, you're jealous of R.C. Dupree because he is a great physical specimen, a great professional wrestler, a motivational speaker, and an artiste. Maybe you didn't get into art school. I know a lot of people that didn't get into art school, and their lives just went right down the crapper, and you're just jealous. There, I said it.
Nice elbow by Pollock. The day R.C. Dupree motivates me is the day I just give up. As Pollock and Dupree, a high five for good measure.
Now that was not a tag.
Well, duh. No, it wasn't a tag.
I'm just pointing out to the people. This is what I do.
Daniels in a bad way. Can you imagine psychologically if Daniels would lose his first match in Cleveland in a year?
Well, I think personally he would have...
Now, Dad, get away from there, Dupree. You and your pants.
You and your pants. What do you have against his pants? Man has on red pants. I don't know if you know this. Let me put in some more knowledge for you. One of the colors of Canada is red. See those letters on the... See the ropes? That's also red. Do you have a problem with that?
I just happen to prefer my red pants.
Well, your red pants are stupid red pants.
Sorry. But what's not stupid right now is Pollock's strategy, staying on top of Alex Daniels. But back to the point, Daniels has been waiting for this moment for 11 months. How demoralizing could it be if he's unsuccessful against Pollock?
Well, it certainly would take one of the spokes out of the wheel of momentum for Alex Daniels. But
cover here, 2 count on.
There's a lot of worse things than losing to one Jack Pollock. I mean, Jack Pollock, you said yourself, he has the momentum. He's been showing very impressive. Second away from being the #1 contender for the Premier Championship. So it would be no skin off the back of to lose to Jack Pollock. It's an honor, quite frankly, to lose to Jack Pollock.
It's an honor to lose.
Absolutely. An athlete the caliber of Jack Pollock with R.C. Dupree?
Well, maybe Daniels just should have waited for the opening bell and then laid down.
Well, that would have been respectful. Still, no shame in that. R.C. Dupree could have made a beautiful sketch for thousands of dollars. The time Alex Daniels lost to Jack Pollock.
You cannot be this dumb. Daniels to his feet.
I'm a very smart man.
And trying to fight here, but Pollock cuts him off the pass.
Also a smart man, Jack Pollock. That's what pointing to the brain means.
Pollock is, more often than not, no wasted motion. He's no frills. He is very ground-based and centered, but it's very effective. And Pollock doesn't need the likes of Dupree, but certainly utilizes him anyway.
Well, Joe, you said earlier, need is a strong word, and it's about friendship.
There's the side Canadian leg sweep. Pollock now on top. Ducali, credit to the resolve of Daniels.
I'll give him credit there. He did kick out. Good call on the side Canadian leg sweep. You're learning. But you need water, you need oxygen, you need food, you need all that other Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Google that for people that are confused because I use too many big words. But he wants RC Dupree there. It's like his warm blanket. You just want to snuggle up to it and have it motivate you.
Well, we'll see if they'll be snuggling up after a victory here as Daniels is wobbly-legged but firing back on Pollock center ring.
I don't know if you want to get into a battle of shots with Jack Pollock. He's got hands and feet like stone. Regular rugged Ronnie Garvin.
And, Pollock caught Daniels. Pollock caught Daniels. Daniels adjusts.
RC Dupree's going to have to dig deep and pull out some major motivation for Jack Pollock.
RC Dupree's not in this match.
Well, he is the at-ringside cornerman motivator and pride of Canada and all French Canadians in Quebec everywhere. Quebec, that's how you say it.
You and your forced accent. Well, we'll see if we have a count out here. Daniels and Pollock both the works for wear. A very physical, evenly matched contest, wouldn't you say?
So far, definitely, absolutely fake accent. So you a fake accent. But certainly it's any man's matchup at this point. And it could be the man that gets to his feet first, which, as we see, Jack Pollock.
And Daniels able to beat Pollock at the pass second time. And the determination on the face of Daniels, you can tell he switched into a new gear.
Well, we talked earlier about Andrew Pallas always having that energy. Alex Daniels certainly the same way.
Couldn't hang on for the sunset flip, but caught the Enziguri-style kick. 2 count no.
And, maybe he's learned a thing or two, or maybe a lot of things, being up there in Canada, the Canadian style of professional wrestling. Learned it, taught to it to Jack Pollock, taught to RC Dupree.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alex Daniels is looking to find a way to... You can tell he's still wobbly. He's still going to have his wits about him. But Daniels is finding a way to figure out the Jack Pollock formula. Pollock... it's been a long time since Pollock's been pinned one-on-one. And Daniels signaling for potential at the end. He can't elevate Pollock. He's about 6'4", 220.
Well, that's a lot of size and ability that you need to get him up.
Danielson for the ride. Pollock a spine buster. Trademark Pollock offense couldn't beat him here. No. He could have gotten high on that cover. Daniels showing the determination. A match he's been waiting for, an opportunity he's been waiting for. We'll see if he makes the most of it, or if Pollock can prove Canada's superiority to Cleveland.
And Pollock getting a little frustrated, looking to RC Dupree for guidance. I believe he said, "Voulez-vous que c'est avec moi ce soir?"
Pollock said it's over, and Dupree just agreed with him and did the same hand motion. Good thing he's out there. Pollock looking to finish this thing off. That fireman carry slam, but Daniels counters, ripcord into the side kick. May have caught Pollock around the temple.
Pollock may think he's in Canada right now.
He'll wish it one way or the other because Daniels starting an offensive explosion. Pollock gets put up on the ropes, in with a neck breaker, beautifully done. Daniels is innovative, he is smooth, he is fluid. This is among the best I've ever seen him.
We've certainly got all the momentum right now. Any questions that we had about his return to Cleveland, I think have certainly been answered at this point.
And now Daniels measures Pollock. Oh! Spinning back kick, caught him flush. Pollock's knocked out. Hey, Dupree!
No, the foot was on the rope. The referee did see that. That was an excellent placement there by Jack Pollock. I believe RC Dupree was pointing what had happened.
No, Dupree is a nuisance and got involved when he shouldn't, and Daniels knows it too.
Well, no, he said, look, hey, foot's on the rope. You're just helping him get better placement. So he said, no, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, I'll trust Dupree. I'll trust the guy that wears his own face on his t-shirt.
What's wrong about that's a pretty face to have on a t-shirt?
Well, Daniels is going to take a poll about it.
Well, thankfully, the court of public opinion does not. Now, what right does he have to chase R.C. Dupree?
Dupree is running.
All of Quebec is in tears right now.
I don't care. Oh, right, Pollock cut Daniels. Got that fireman carry slam. Pollock the cover. Oh, he couldn't get him.
Joe, I think that was 3.
Well, it wasn't.
Clearly.
And Daniels didn't need anybody to put his foot on the rope to get there.
Neither is Pollock. What? Do we have different monitors?
Pollock is measuring Daniels. That Canadian boot to the face will do it if he hits it. Daniels won't let him. Daniels rocks back, drops the shoulders, bridges upwards. Oh, it's Daniels just pinned Jack Pollock.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Alex Daniels!
Now, Joe, where's the? Can I get a? Can we rewind or something? I don't know if both shoulders were fully down for.
I didn't want to rewind. We're live, pal. Daniels celebrates the victory. Wait a minute, Dupree!
Oh, there you go. See, that's what happens.
Justify that.
Viva la résistance!
Oh, stop it.
Alavetta, Jonte, Alavetta, R.C. Dupree. Hey!
Now it's 2-on-1. Oh, Dupree just cracked that flagpole over the spine of Alex Daniels. That was a sickening crack. And now Pollock draping that Canadian flag over Daniels.
Well, just as Canada always does, always comes out victorious.
Mocking Daniels, mocking Cleveland. Daniels got the win. He out-wrestled Pollock. He leveraged him over, beat him fair and square. But Team Storm gets the last word, and you got to believe this issue will not be over anytime soon at this rate between Jack Pollock, R.C. Dupree, and the free runner, real-life Ben Affleck, Cleveland representative, Alex Daniels. Pollock, he did not win this matchup. I don't care what you say. Alex Daniels does not look like a winner now. You got to believe he will rebound.